The old house on the hill had stood abandoned for decades, its windows gaping like empty eye sockets, its roof sagging under the weight of countless storms. The townsfolk whispered about the family that once lived there, the Wilkins. No one dared to go near it, not since the night they all vanished without a trace. But tonight, James and his friends had dared each other to step inside. The door groaned as it opened, revealing a hallway cloaked in dust and shadows. The air was stale, thick with the scent of rot. James stepped in first, his flashlight casting a trembling beam along the cracked walls. His friends followed, their nervous laughter echoing too loudly against the silence. "Let's check upstairs," whispered Sarah, though her voice quivered. The staircase creaked beneath their weight, each step threatening to give way. Cobwebs clung to their faces as they ascended, and the temperature seemed to plummet with every floorboard crossed. At the end of the hall was a door. It was slightly ajar. James reached out a hand, pausing for a moment as an icy draft hissed through the gap. His heart pounded against his ribs. He pushed the door open. The room was a child's bedroom, frozen in time. A doll, its porcelain face cracked and its eyes oddly lifelike, sat in the corner. The bed was neatly made, though the blanket looked untouched for years. Then the whisper came. Soft, almost too faint to hear. "Get out." James spun around. "Did you hear that?" No one answered. His friends were gone. Panic surged through him as he stumbled back into the hallway, his flashlight flickering. Shadows seemed to move at the edges of his vision. He called out their names, Sarah, Mike, Josh, but only silence answered. Then he heard footsteps, slow, deliberate, and they were coming from inside the child's bedroom. James didn't wait. He bolted down the stairs, the house groaning and sighing around him like a living thing. The front door, once so easy to open, was now stuck fast, as though the house itself refused to let him go. A cold breath brushed the back of his neck, and then a voice, no longer a whisper, but a rasping, hollow thing, said, "You can't leave." James screamed.